Guys, so hey, what's yours, Mr. Compton?
Thank you. How you guys doing today? Good. Come on, y'all do better. How you guys doing today? Good. Well, stand up for a minute. Stand up. Loosen up. Everybody's stiff. All right. Give yourself a hand of applause. Give yourself a hand of applause. All right, go ahead. Everybody take a seat. Take a seat. How you guys out there in virtual world? So today, I'm going to talk to you guys about focus. But first and foremost, I want to let you guys know who I am. I'm a published author of a book called The Power of Persistence, The Struggle is Real. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have multiple businesses, one being a fitness business called Carpe Diem Fitness. I have another business, Your Greatest Investment. So Your Greatest Investment it's a consulting business where we do life coach. So I'm a certified life coach. Additionally, I have another business called Iconi Leggings. So Iconi Leggings is an activewear company that promotes activewear for women and men. And fun fact about that, last year was our first year in business, and we was recognized by Oprah as her top 20 things of 2020 during the pandemic. And that came with some significant benefits, to include in 2 months making over 6 figures. So that was great. I am a retired warrant officer from the United States Army, and that's enough about me. So I don't know about you guys. I want to know something about you guys. Who all in here know what they want to be when they grow up? By show of hands. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's all right if you don't. Keep your hands up. So everybody got their hands, raise them high. So everybody that know what they want to be when they grow up, who know how they're going to get there? Who has a plan? Keep your hands up. Now, I didn't tell you to put your hands down. So when I say a plan, I mean you know exactly how you're going to get there, what school you need to have, how much money you need to make, what you need to do, what kind of trials and tribulations or struggles that you're going to have to face to get there. If you don't know, you can put your hand down. And it's all right if you put your hand down. That's what we're here for. Okay, that's good. So understand that things can change. So why am I here really? So I'm here to talk to you guys about focus. To get to that goal, you got to be focused, right? On the board, can anybody tell me, matter of fact, do y'all got a sheet of paper? A little piece of paper, anything? Yeah. It's all right, don't worry about it. So what do you see on this board? A dot? Everybody see a black dot? Yeah. Anybody see anything different? Maybe I'm check my glasses or something. I must be blind or something. You see a black dot? Hmm? You see a black dot too?
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't know. I see something different. What I see is opportunity. When we go into life and we go into our next year, you guys are 8th graders, right? Yes, sir. You're going to your high school next year. So you got plenty of opportunities. You're going to have freedom. That freedom is going to provide you opportunity. That's freedom to have more classes or less classes, and freedom to do your stuff a little bit lenient when you're trying to complete your task, or not to do it. So you can fail to succeed either way. Now this is a picture. This picture was in the Art Institute downtown Chicago when I was in 2nd grade, and this picture is called Full Stop. And when I walked into the museum, I was in 2nd grade. I was in my teacher like, what is this? It's like, oh, it's a picture. This painting is made for $10 million. Would anybody pay $10 million for this? I wouldn't. I would now, but I wouldn't then. I told my teacher at the time, like, I can do that. I can just put a dot on paper and give me $10 million. I'd do it for $1 million. Well, as I got older, I began to look at this, and this is how our life is. This is how our day, our week, our month, everything is. We walk into this museum, we walk into life, and we focus on a black dot. We focus on the negative. We focus on the things that's not productive to us having a good life, opposed to the rest of the day, the rest of your life, the rest of everything you got going on, the opportunity, the good, 24 hours. Let's say this is a 24-hour calendar, right? You focus on that 1 hour that something negative happened, and then you say you had a bad day. So these other 23 hours were still good until you get 20%, that black dot began to affect you, and you begin to look at it differently. So today we're going to talk about your perspective and how to get to where you want to get. And maintain an optimistic attitude. Now, at the end of this, I'm going to ask you again, what do you see? And we'll see if you see the same thing or not. So you got to form habits, right? That's the only way you can drown this black dot out, is to form these habits. So how do you form these habits? So what's your routine? So I believe there are 5 essential powers that the earth, we pretty much respect as powers right now. That's just spirituality, right? You're in the Christian Academy, so it got to be spiritual, right? Everybody got spiritual power. Then you got your financial power, right? So what's financial power? Name somebody with financial power. Anybody? Anybody? Who play video games in here? So I know y'all know some gamers.
Yeah.
Who's a famous gamer?
Ninja.
Okay, Ninja. So how much do you think Ninja make?
Probably over $1 million.
Okay, over $1 million. So what about Warren Buffett? What about Elon Musk? Who you got? You know Warren Buffett? So Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, you know, all these guys, they got financial power. Is it because they got a lot of money? You think they started with a lot of money?
No.
So how you think they got that money?
They worked for it. They earned it.
They earned it, they worked for it? Great. Okay, so how about they start with financial literacy? So they invested in themselves every day to drown out that negativity. So by investing in themselves, they prayed in the morning to get after that spiritual aspect. So that's one thing I do before I even wake up in the morning, before I open my eyes and get out of bed, I pray. That's the first thing I do, I pray. The next thing I do, I take a deep breath, get up, stretch, get some water, brush my teeth and everything, and go for a walk. And then I look at my stocks. I got to make sure I got that financial literacy, that financial ability to go ahead and do something better. So you guys are in 8th grade, right? So you guys have opportunity here to gain that financial literacy, right? So that financial literacy that you gain right now could be something that can build you over the time. I'm 40 years old. I'm an old man. So if I had $1, just think about this. If you had $1 every month from your age to my age, do you think you have a lot of money?
No.
No? Every month, you don't think so?
No.
So let me help you with that, right? So there's a certain thing called compound interest, right? So if you had $1 every month, in a year that's $12. In 12 years, that's $144, right? Wrong. Why? Because you got compound interest. Compound interest means if you put $1 in this month, and if you gain interest every month, that means that dollar is now worth $1.02 or $1.01. So at the end, you'll have even more. So by the time you become my age, you'll have way more. And if you get the financial literacy, like your teachers are teaching you about budgeting, assets, liabilities, you'll then be able to build that nest egg. So once you do get out of high school, college, you don't have to worry about anything. Like if you want to get that Tesla, you want to get that Bugatti, whatever you want to get, you can go ahead and get it. You'll learn about credit, good credit, bad credit. You'll learn about all that stuff. But it starts with you looking something up. You got your phone. Everybody got smartphones, right? Look at your smartphone. Go on YouTube. Okay, what's an asset? What's a liability? What can I learn new today that's going to help me financially? Right? So you're investing in yourself financially. And no matter what you're doing, you always pray and make sure that it's in accordance with God's will, which way you want to go. Because you're not understanding how God wants you to go, everything you can do fail. It will fail. Trust me, I've been there. I've had millions of dollars in my hand. I've been in a point where I had no money, not a dime. I've been in both situations. Then, so you got your spiritual power, you got your financial power. So, what's another power you think would be out there?
Social.
Social power? Okay. Social power.
Physical.
Physical power. So physical power and social power, they can work hand in hand, but you gain that social power through mental power and physical power, right? So your physical power would be that eating right, working out, sleeping, getting the right amount of sleep, drinking enough water. How many glasses of water you drink a day? Anybody? 2, 1, 4. Anybody drink 8? Yeah. So the human body should consume, if you're not exercising just on a daily basis, 8-ounce glasses of water a day. Now, if you're exercising and stuff, you should be drinking even more. If you're drinking in a Gatorade, all that stuff, you should be drinking even more water, because every time you drink one of those, you should be drinking water, because that dilutes you. Yeah, it gives you electrolytes, but you need that water to transport all the nutrients from the food that you're eating throughout your body. So you want to maintain a good physical shape. And you do that by eating right, getting the right amount of sleep. And when I say eating right, I got it. Candy's good. Candy is delicious. But you can't always go on candy. You got to go on things that's going to be healthy for you. There are things that you can eat healthy that's actually taste good as well. You just have to find your way of eating it with seasoning or how you want to mix it. But you can find these things. So you got your sleeping, your eating, your drinking water, and then you got your physical exercise. Anybody here play sports? Okay. What sport you play?
Baseball.
Baseball, okay. What sport you play? Volleyball, okay. What sport you play?
Baseball, basketball, and football.
Okay. So all these sports take a lot of movement and stuff. So do you think that they can do any of these sports if they wasn't physically active? They wasn't able to lift lift weight or run fast or jump? No?
Well, you train.
They train.
For it.
Okay. And how do they train? How do you think they train? What's some things you think they do to train? I know your hand was up. I seen it, so you might as well go and answer.
Run.
A run? Okay.
They lift weights.
They lift weights? What you think?
Practicing.
Okay. What is something that you do to get ready for baseball?
Stretch.
Stretch. Stretching is amazing. And see, it don't have to be anything super big. It'd be something small. You can walk to the mailbox. You can stretch. Anything. But you got to make sure you're taking care of yourself physically. So now you got your spiritual power. You're investing in yourself spiritually by waking up in the morning, praying. You're investing in yourself financially by looking up something on YouTube, Facebook, talking to your teachers, talking to your parents, someone that has that knowledge of financial literacy. Then you have your physical ability, your physical power. That's that eating right, sleeping right, drinking water, doing the right thing, taking care of your body. Because if your body breaks down, will you be able to do anything else? If your body's broken, which your health is bad, would you really care about how much money you got? Would you care about anything else? Because you're going to be in a bad shape. You're going to be just horrible. You don't want nobody to touch you. You don't want to be around anybody. You're going to be in a bad mood. But then I said that was 5. So anybody know what the next power is? I think you hit a mental. There you go. So the mental power. So now it comes to that social power. So that's a psychological power, how people think about you. But most times that's how we think about ourselves. That's what we think other people think about us. So mental power, every day. One of the things I do is I take 10 minutes out of my day and I meditate. I sit there and I just control my breathing. You guys, it could be praying, it could be sleeping, it could be reading or listen to your favorite music. Sometimes, like when I was young and I played basketball, one of the things I did, I would just go outside, get mad, go outside, and I just shoot basketball, just shoot free throws all day. I used to run. I would run for hours and hours and hours until like the dopamine in my head hits my body and that feel good, and I'm good. I don't have to worry about it no more. So you got to maintain that mental power. So what is, anybody know what resiliency is? Resiliency. You play basketball, right?
Yeah.
So if you gave me a basketball and I took it and I bounced it on the ground, what would happen with that ball? That's what resiliency is. Resiliency is the ability to bounce back. You're going to have a lot of struggles and trials and tribulations in life. And you're going to have to be able to bounce back from those. Now, how you bounce back is everything that I'm telling you. You bounce back to having that mental strength, having that physical strength, having that financial strength, having that spiritual strength. That's how you bounce back. You have to understand that life is not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. And you can navigate through it, understand that everything, whether good or bad, is going to pass. And if there is something bad, guess what? Because there's something called the law of contradiction. So the law of contradiction says that you can't have one without the other. So you can't have darkness without light, right? So who all like to play in the dirt? Okay. That's all right. So dirt, a lot of people look at dirt as like, right? A lot of people look at it like that. But even a rose grows from the dirt. A rose is beautiful. How many of y'all like roses? I like roses. But even the rose grows from the dirt. So in every bad situation or proposed to be negative situation, if you look at it, there's a rose in there. You just have to find it. It's all about the way you think about it, the way you look at it. Again, everyone looked at this board and they seen the black dot. I looked at this board and I seen opportunity. I seen the white canvas. And the white canvas, I see the negativity that probably used to be this entire board, but I see it shrinking because of my positive mindset on everything. Then you have the fifth power. Anybody know what the fifth power is? I'll give you a hint. You're in this is an academy, so what is it? Education. Anybody ever heard the cliche, or I'm gonna say cliche, the quote, knowledge is power? Who all believe that? Okay. Anybody not believe that? I believe knowledge is power only when executed upon. So if a doctor has all the knowledge in the world, he knows how to conduct a surgery, heart surgery, brain surgery, whatever, but he never do anything with it, do that doctor have any power? No. But if a doctor that he knows how to cure cancer or something, do he have any power? Why? Because he's executing. So the reason why I'm talking to you guys is because you guys are in 8th grade. You're in a pivotal point in your life. Understand, from this point forward, going into high school and beyond, every single thing you do, no matter how small or how big it is, it's going to affect your life. Positive or negative. And I know we think we all got time. The truth of the matter is we don't have time. You have to execute consistently every day. Consistently. So I want y'all to repeat after me. You have a vision. Come on now, have a vision. Be persistent. Be consistent. And be relentless. So having a vision, what do that mean again? Anybody know? Having goals. Know where you want to go, because you're not going to get in the car and just drive somewhere and not know where you're going, right? That wouldn't make sense. You're just driving. You're going to know exactly where your end state, where you want to stop at. So you're going to think about where you want to go, and that's where you're going to go. Have a goal. Be persistent. Anybody know what persistent is? Persistent. Okay. So keeping up? Not giving up. There you go. So persistent is along the same lines as resiliency. It's not giving up no matter what's going on. So y'all know what erosion is, right? So erosion. If I took one drop of water, I hit this big stone, let's say the size of this desk right here, and I took this one drop of water and I just dropped it, one drop on the stone. Would it do anything to the stone? What would happen? It just be wet and repel up, right? Just beat up, right? But if I take that one drop of water and I consistently drop that one drop of water in that same spot over, let's say, 3-5 years time, what you think would happen? What happened? It'll start breaking down. What's that called? Erosion. So essentially that rock or that will begin to form a hole in it, because it's consistent and persistent. That water, I'm persistent about dropping it, and it's consistently dropping on there, so it's causing erosion on there. And again, that goes to my analogy. If that rock is sitting on some type of dirt, guess what? Some type of life form is going to grow from it. It's going to make a hole in there. It's going to grow some type of life form. And then you have to be relentless. So relentless, walks the fine line with persistence, because relentless says no matter what's happening, even when I reach that goal, I'm going to keep going. I don't care if my friends or if they're going to the party or whatever. If I know I got this test or I know I got something going on, guess what? I want to be a doctor. I'm not finna go out here and go to this party because I need to study. I got this test. You got to be relentless about it. You got to be relentless about your grades. I know all you guys are relentless because you're right here in 8th grade getting ready to go to high school. And you're going to continue to be relentless in high school because you want to go to college or you want to have your own business or you want to do something greater than things that you already seen. The future's in your hands. You just got to grab hold of it. Anything and everything you want, you can have it. You can be that famous baseball player, basketball player, track star. Whatever you want to do. You can own a car company, you can own a school, you can own a hospital, you can do whatever you want to do. But you have to be persistent in your goal and not allow other people or other things or the negativity of the world or people around you to affect the way you think. Because mindset is everything. Before you can do anything, it starts in your mind. Let me ask you this. Michael Jordan got cut in basketball in high school, right? Everybody know that? So if Michael Jordan would have took that negativity from those coaches and everybody else and said, I'm not playing no more, you think he would still been playing? You think it would have been any Jordan shoes or any Michael Jordan or video movies and that stuff?
No.
Okay, gamers. So when gamers, you guys that play gamers, when you're playing a level, you're playing and you get to the big boss at the end of each level and he beat you. Did you quit? You played again, right? Why? Because you know you can beat him. You had a vision. Your vision was to get past him and beat this game. You was going to be persistent about it and you was going to be consistent about playing that game until you beat him. And it's the same thing in life. The same thing in school. You got to do the same exact thing. Have that persistence, have that vision, have that persistence, have that consistency. I would say take a list, draw a circle, write a list of everybody you know, friends, associates, whatever. And you put a circle and you put your name in that circle. And you say, okay, well, these people are like me. They're positive aspects of my life. They help me like this. And you put them in a circle. If somebody's negative, or they doing the wrong thing, they not living their life right, they mean me well, they talk bad about me, or they I don't know, just constantly try to use me, guess what? They outside the circle. So you keep them outside the circle. You don't socialize with them. You socialize with your circle and you get them motivated. That's how you can move up. If you can, take those people that's outside your circle, if you can talk to them and you can actually be able to help motivate them and inspire them to change their thought process, that's amazing. That's great. So again, just like in that game, you get to that big boss and you beat him. It's the same thing in school. Everything you laid up to prepare you for that. So you got the whole game, right? You got your first level, right? Before you get to the big boss. You got elementary school before you get to the big boss to put you in middle school. Then you beat that's the first level. Second level, you got your whole middle school. Now you got high school. So you got to beat those big boss. Those tests at the end, those are those big boss. Those are your tests to show yourself approval that you're ready for the next grade. You're ready for more responsibility. I'm telling you, you got to go out there and grab it. Don't wait for anybody to come and give it to you. No one's going to tell you anything in life. No one's going to be there to guide you. It's going to be you guiding yourself. You're going to have to take knowledge and build the person that you want to be by the things that you see, the things that you learn, but be able to filter what's good and what's bad. That make sense? So, actually, again, can anybody tell me what this is on the board? Opportunity. What is it to you? What is it to you?
The opportunity to change and do better.
Okay. So I'm gonna go about one by one. I'm gonna ask everybody, and I'm gonna ask you if you can tell me what this opportunity is for you. So she said, "Do better, know better." So what's the opportunity to you? There's so many. I know it really is. It really is.
But you have to be honest with yourself too. You
Yes.
know, like you can't worry about what the person next to you thinks about what you see.
Absolutely.
You know, you have to be true to yourself. Because if you think about it, as we walk life, all we have is us. The people around us is just resources to help us. We have to guide. We're walking our steps. We take the left and then the right. We make our own decisions, our own choices.
Absolutely.
I guess opportunity to work harder in school. Like
Absolutely. I'm gonna help y'all out. I'm gonna give y'all this opportunity. I'm gonna tell y'all this opportunity y'all got. Y'all got an opportunity to be whatever you want to be. Or you want to be the president. You want to own your own land, own your own country. You want to do whatever you want to do. You have the opportunity. It doesn't matter what it is. Working hard, getting after being a basketball player, baseball player, track star, gamer, cook, whatever you want to do. You can do that. But it's going to take effort. Having a plan without effort is dead. The Bible says faith without works is dead. So as long as you're just saying, oh, I wish I had this, and you're not doing nothing about it, it's useless. So I urge you guys to go put forth the effort every day. Forget about anybody else and what they're saying that you should do or you shouldn't do. Focus on what you should do for yourself. Use those 5 pillars where I talked about: spiritual, financial, educational, mental, and physical. And those 5 things every day, I guarantee in any realm, you'll be successful. I've worked with business owners, doctors, lawyers, you name it. You name it. I've been there, worked with them, and it works. This is a proven technique. Anybody got any questions for me? So everybody got it. Everybody know what they're gonna do. So everybody got a plan now? You sure?
No.
Yeah, everybody got a plan. I know you don't got a plan because we just talked about it. So you're gonna have a plan when we leave here. And one of the things that I'm gonna do to make sure you got a plan, I got these planners. And essentially what they do is a tool to help you break down exactly what you're, just take one and pass it back. Essentially it's gonna help you to actually get after those goals, to plan your year, your month, your day. And you do something every single day, and you're gonna be exactly where your effort puts you. I think that's it. Take one pass back. That's it. Yeah. Oh, he knew one. So now you got no excuse on why you don't have a plan.
Thank you for the plan. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So take this tool, use it every day. So in that planner, you'll see my card, right? If you look on my card, because I know you guys don't have a lot of resources or don't know where to go, and most times we don't know what we don't know. Go onto my website, go into the resources, and when you look into resources, I put knowledge on there every single week, every single month on financial literacy. It can be something as simple as definitions on how to start a Roth IRA as a child, how to establish a business as a youth, or how to just simply invest in stocks yourself. There's stuff on there about how to stay healthy, whether you eat, sleep, types of foods that help you for different pains and help you do different things. So all 5 pillars is something on there to help in all 5 categories. So I urge you guys to use it. Again, go on the website, check it out, use those resources. And by any means, you got any questions or anything that you don't understand, you have Mr. Ron here. And
Well, one thing I want to do point out is, when Mr. Compton first gave me this, I was like, man, this is fancy, and he's like, that's what I thought, I'm like, little letters, because when we think about a planner, we just see like a normal planner, Monday through Tuesday, like, no motivational, and
yeah.
I thought this was pretty cool, and what he says is like, why shouldn't it be fancy? You should invest in yourself at all times.
So that pen doubles as a stylus, because I know y'all like y'all phones and everything. So it doubles as a stylus on the back, so you can play with it like that. So anybody have any questions for me?
I have something to point out.
Yes, sir.
Especially about the picture, and you have a dot there.
Yes, sir.
And I like to use that usually for the young souls here, just to make it, to analyze what they see. And I love what you did. And I'm going to speak of a personal level for that. That could be interpreted for me as a full stop. Full stop maybe meaning what I've done so far, I don't like it, and I'm going to go back. That's why I associate that with the quote that you have here, that it says, it's never too late to be what you might have been.
Absolutely.
So sometimes we stop. You know, I spoke about rekindling the fire, and this goes for the kids. Sometimes you lose, you need to rekindle the fire. What
Absolutely.
brought you here in the first place? And
Yep.
you see, especially at the end of the school year, we all give up. And I tell them that it's like a marathon race, and you're in a 20-mile, and you hit that wall, and you have a few miles to go, and we have 3 weeks to go. So I like the metaphor that you were using, that what it means for each one of us. I also like the idea of the semicolon,
Yeah.
because the story continues.
Yes.
See? So that's beautiful
Yeah.
chance to interpret. And it's good for them to listen to somebody else with your experience, that sometimes we say similar things, you know, although we are not life coaches, but we are
Right.
teachers and we are
Absolutely.
educators. But we share our own experiences and how they can profit from them. But when you listen that from mom and dad, that's
Yeah.
not cool. But when you listen to that from a guy like you, you know, that reinforces that. I love it, because they might end up paying more attention to you than what they do to us, you know.
Absolutely.
So
And
I
what happens is
appreciate
most
your
times,
time.
and thank you guys, thank you. And most times, that he's exactly right. Most times we'll listen to our friends as opposed to like our parents or our teachers, because they're not our age. They don't know what we're going through. They never been through this. This is different. They're old. Listen to yourself. They have some experience. So you guys will learn as life go on. There's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. So knowledge is just knowing something, being able to read it and having knowledge, knowing of it. And then experience is actually going through it. That's how you get the wisdom. But you can get wisdom, not necessarily by you going through it. Your teachers, your parents, your adults, your mentors, those are the ones that already been through it, so they can pass that wisdom to you guys. Now again, it goes back to effort. It's up to you to be that person that's going to put that wisdom, that effort into it and make that dream happen. So you can work for your dream or you can work for somebody else's dream. The choice is yours. Thank you.